Jeff Pegues joins us now from Washington. Jeff, TSA checkpoints and overall travel security have been extremely tight ever since 9/11. How will this year be different?
Well, because what we're going to see this week is a combination of things. You have one of the busiest travel weeks of the year, so that will bring enhanced security just based on the number of people that will be flowing through airports across the country. But also, all of this happens on the heels of the attacks in Paris, and so there will naturally be enhanced security at airports across the country. You should expect longer lines. You should expect more time at these security checkpoints with TSA workers checking bags more thoroughly. And don't be surprised if you're in one of those TSA pre-check lines and they tell you to take your shoes off, which typically you don't do. So there will be changes at airport security checkpoints across the country this week based on the threats that are out there. And again, law enforcement is saying there are no specific or credible threats, but still they're going to step up security, and you will see some of those changes. Some of them you won't see.
Jeff, what is it that the Department of Homeland Security is most concerned about this holiday season?
Well, I think, again, it's just this threat environment. You're getting bombarded with videos from ISIS threatening attacks on Washington and New York, even though law enforcement, again, and this bears repeating, believes that there's no specific or credible threat. So they are concerned, obviously, and that's why you see these news conferences from top law enforcement officials across the country, both local and federal law enforcement officials. So they are concerned, but they are stepping up security. You have training going on, additional training in some of the big cities, like we saw in New York yesterday with this active shooter training, because what they found that, based on what happened in Paris, you cannot stop all of these threats. What you can do is minimize the damage, and that's why you see this active shooter training.
And Jeff, what else are officials telling you about the recent ISIS threats to the U.S. as we approach the holiday season?
Well, we've heard some of these threats from ISIS before, and that's what law enforcement is telling us, that, even though you have this almost daily barrage of threats from ISIS, many of them they have heard before. So this is nothing new. But you have this combination of the Thanksgiving holiday, one of the biggest travel seasons of the year, and then the attacks on Paris. And so no doubt you will see some security changes, not only at the local level, but obviously at the federal level as well.
All right, Jeff Pegues in Washington for us. Jeff, thank you.